The psychology trick rich people use. Let me ask you a question. Why do some people make money, lose it, and then make it all back again? While others work their entire lives, save carefully, do everything right, and still stay stuck. It's not luck, it's not talent, and it's not intelligence. It's psychology. Today, I am going to break down the psychology trick rich people use. Not one you will hear in school, not one banks want you to understand, and not one gurus explain properly. This single mental shift controls how rich people make decisions, why they take risks others are afraid of, and why money seems to move toward them over time. If you understand this, your relationship with money will never be the same. Let's begin. Part 1. The biggest myth about wealth. Most people believe rich people are better at making money. That's wrong. Rich people are better at thinking about money. Money is not a math problem. It's a behavior problem. Two people can earn the same amount. One builds wealth. One stays broke. Same income, different psychology. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Your financial results are a reflection of your identity, not your income. Poor thinking creates poor outcomes. Even with high pay, rich thinking creates wealth. Even starting from zero, and the psychology trick rich people use starts right here. Part 2. The trick. They think in terms of leverage, not labor. Most people think like this. If I work harder, I will make more money. Rich people think like this. How do I get results without directly trading my time? This is the psychology shift. Labor mindset versus leverage mindset. Poor and middle-class thinking asks, how many hours, how much effort, how much sacrifice? Rich thinking asks, what system, what asset, what scales? They don't ask, can I do this? They ask, can this work without me? That's the trick, not working harder, building things that work for them. Part 3. Why this mindset is so powerful. Here's why this psychology trick changes everything. When you think in labor, you protect time, you avoid risk, you chase stability. When you think in leverage, you accept uncertainty, you build assets, you delay gratification. This is why rich people are comfortable starting businesses, investing early, losing money temporarily. They are not reckless. They understand time asymmetry. They know short-term pain can buy long-term freedom. Most people are addicted to immediate comfort. Rich people are addicted to future optionality. That's psychology. Part 4. The identity shift. Here's the part no one talks about. Rich people don't try to get rich. They become the type of person who produces wealth naturally. They don't say, I want more money. They say, I want to build something valuable. Money is a side effect. This is why affirmations don't work. You can't think your way into wealth. You have to act from a new identity. Ask yourself, do I see myself as a consumer or a builder, a spender or an allocator? Your identity decides your behavior. Your behavior decides your bank balance. Part 5. Rich people play a different game. Most people are playing the survival game. Pay bills. Avoid mistakes, stay safe. Rich people are playing the ownership game. They think in terms of equity, control, long-term upside. They will take a lower salary if it buys ownership. They will walk away from comfort if it buys leverage. Why? Because they understand something critical. Income feeds you, ownership frees you. This is why rich people care more about stocks than salaries, businesses than jobs, skills than degrees. Different game, different rules. Part 6. How this affects daily decisions. This psychology trick shows up in small choices every day. For example, most people ask, can I afford this? Rich thinkers ask, will this pay me back? Most people spend first, invest later. Rich people invest first, spend what's left. Most people optimize for comfort. Rich people optimize for positioning. They are constantly asking, does this move me closer to leverage? Does this compound over time? Even entertainment, education, and networking are filtered through this lens. Part 7. Why most people never adopt this mindset. Here's the hard truth. This psychology trick feels unstable, uncomfortable, uncertain, and the human brain hates uncertainty. Your brain prefers predictable income, immediate rewards, familiar routines. Wealth requires the opposite. That's why most people reject rich thinking, not because it's wrong, but because it's emotionally uncomfortable. They confuse safety with security, effort with progress, movement with grow. Rich people train themselves to tolerate discomfort longer than others. That's the edge. Part 8: How to apply this today. Here's how you start using this psychology trick without money, connections, or luck. Step 1. Stop selling time, only build at least one thing that scales. A skill, a digital product, content, a business system. Step 2. Delay rewards, spend less than you earn. Invest the difference, every dollar is a worker, send it to work. Step 3. Think in decades, ask, where does this put me in 5 years, not next month? Step 4. Shift identity, start thinking like an owner, an investor, a builder, even before the money arrives. Part 9. The final reality check. Let me be clear. This psychology trick won't make you rich overnight. It won't feel comfortable, and it won't impress people immediately, but over time, it quietly separates you from the crowd, because wealth is not built by motivation. It's built by mental frameworks repeated. Once you adopt this one, you will never see money the same way again. If this video changed how you think about money, hit like. If you want more content on wealth psychology, subscribe. And remember, money does not change who you are. It reveals how you think. See you in the next one. Thanks for watching.